Hello, hello.
No.
I'm testing the audio, see if it's working.
Would you like some
Popcorn? You know, if my audio is coming through, people can hear you.
No. Do you want popcorn?
I'll have your popcorn.
Is it good kind Orville red popcorn?
That's the best type of popcorn ever.
Yeah. Where's that? Wait, see how long it takes bubblegum to notice I'm making popcorn.
Alright, I'm back. Everything's working.
What?
Part 30. Finally getting back to the game after what, it's been like 3-4 months. It's been a while.
Has?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I streamed that out.
Nothing like Nodcrat to motivate your ass.
Yeah. A new area. Then gonna be shutting down the PS4 server soon. I can't wait.
Don't worry, if that happens, if you ever want to play it, I can put your profile on my PlayStation, you can play it.
He's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're my besties for resties. I should probably check the audio. Can't have no popcorn.
Popcorn.
Can't have it.
They put too much damn glue on the openings of these bags. These bags are only opening up halfway. Then the bag tears when you try to open it in the normal way.
I'm about to start the questions. You better not yap too much.
Got it.
Can't do it.
Got the best popcorn.
Can't have that popcorn. Oh, it sucked me in.
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper. What's going on? Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy, but that does not mean that others cannot interact with it. My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Guess Charlotte still hasn't given up on that. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report? A blonde adventurer with their white fairy legend in their wake. It is said that this mysterious
Well,
traveler
he's a
once
little
visited
cripple.
the underwater fortress.
Don't talk to the bugs like that.
So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behand closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in spades.
Is it Betty Boop?
No, it's
Journalist
bubble
Charlotte's
gum.
biggest
Bubble
scoop
gum?
yet. The
The
traveler's
bubblegum
trail.
cripple? What is, what's Betty
She
Shoes'
was born
nickname?
bow-legged. Fat girl.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Charlotte took so
Would
many
you
hours
like
to
some
notice
fat
us,
girl?
we never even noticed her.
No, thank you. I'd rather you call me grandma.
Here you
She
go,
hasn't been
Grandma.
able to
You
get a
can
hold of
have a
anything at
piece.
the
I
fortress,
said no,
so
thank
since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead?
Hey, brother, what's up?
Seriously?
Y'all
Well,
good.
fine.
Y'all got a piece. Bubblegum, you already got a piece.
So these are the kind of headlines they're going for these days.
One piece. Popcorn. Love. What y'all want?
Paimon's hungry.
I gave
Should we
y'all
go in and
peace.
get something to eat?
Here, y'all get one more. Alright, that's it. Got popcorn. Bubblegum, you already had one.
Hey, mute your mic if you're gonna
Quick!
talk while there's dialogue.
That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake!
Oh,
It was so delicious the
Oh,
last
there
time
you
we
go.
tried it. Despite the tense situation
Ow.
we were in, let's give it
Oh.
another go. Paimon's sure it'll be great.
Good girls.
One slice of cake, please.
Alright.
Someone showed up after all. Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat.
Wait, did he really say something like that?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat?
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe the waters will rise tomorrow. You know, like in the prophecy.
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today. No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please try the cakes here.
That's the way to Paimon's heart.
I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You two try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right? Bye.
let's dig in. I'm unsure this cake will be delicious. It's more delicious than last time! And the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
Hey Shadow Angel, what is your input, or how do you think about Paimon?
What do I think about Paimon?
She's the best, right? The best friend, travel companion?
She is the best emergency food.
No.
Yes.
You freaking beast. How dare you? She's not emergency food. Never.
Youngling would disagree.
I don't believe you. That's one thing that happens sometimes. I'll leave. Paimon will say something. It's probably because like my PS4 is so corrupted from turning off like from storms and hurricanes and whatnot. But then like when it comes to another dialogue, you hear her again.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon!
Well, don't forget you can also press the center button on your controller to replay the audio.
Yes, just cough into everybody's ear holes.
I've choked on a piece.
It's what you get when you scarf it down like a dog.
Oh.
You gotta eat it, grind it, and then swallow the food. I know it's delicious, but you gotta calm down, okay?
Bubblegums might steal it from me.
That's true.
Bubblegum loves some popcorn. That's the only thing that'll get her moving fast.
It's crazy.
You got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick mora!
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though.
Poisson.
It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Uh-oh.
Really? Oh, you're the best!
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know.
Oh, Paimon knows you're not like that.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of
You
coming
gonna
to
try
see
for
you.
Flynn when
Her
he
name's
comes
Mona.
out next banner?
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She's a guest columnist for our paper. Really good one, too. She's so young and already such a brilliant astrologist. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
You really don't know when to stop, Allison. You literally forgot about not talking to dialogue.
Oh.
Ask me after when I'm running around, okay?
Okay.
She said that you're a real daredevil of a journalist.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the things you've seen and experienced.
Yeah, are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. I'll need a few days to prepare.
Oh, in that case, we'll just chat when you have the time then?
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting, a venue, some props, and... Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless.
Interesting.
And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
What did you want to ask? You leash.
I don't forgot what I was gonna ask.
You're gonna ask about somebody, I think, on the banner, the next banner or something.
Oh. Are you gonna try for Flynn? On the next banner?
Who's that?
He's one of the non-cry people they're adding in. That's, I think Electro. He's got like a lantern. He's one of the few dudes they're adding in.
Maybe. Oh, if he's a dude, I guess I gotta get him. It's been chick after chick after chick. Well, Mifa was the recent one, right? That was a dude, but...
I think Aoife and Auroron were
I
one of the
cannot
few dudes
access
of the last area.
the pad. I cannot access it.
What you mean?
Now I can.
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do?
Wander the wasteland.
No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose, what would you like to do? We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot. You mean, still traveling? Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
The banter goes back and forth between the two of you as time slips by. As night falls, you return to your accommodations and end this busy day. The next few days are just as calm. Charlotte comes to find you and conducts the interview in the Spina di Rosula safe house at the... Navia, having finished her business in Croissant, even drops by to take a photo of the two of you. All goes well. The fastest loading screen ever.
I know.
Has the fastest PlayStation.
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough.
Oh.
But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
Ah, so the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillat sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the Fortress of Meropide. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him. Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
A riot?
Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious. Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her, loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, others started to join in. The crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
Because they're the highest authority.
So what happened after that? Is Farina okay?
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry. The Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing.
So, you mean she's still missing?
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her?
You in dialogue?
Good.
Oh.
Monsieur Nervillat sent me to tell you about the situation, but he
talk.
didn't say anything else.
I just thought of something.
What's up?
So, you said they upped the amount of resin it takes to make a condensed resin?
Yeah, it's 60. It's 40 to 60.
But they didn't up the amount, so that means we're holding more resin as condensed resin.
That's true, yeah. I mean, you can make more condensed resin. You'll get more rewards basically over time if you keep up, like. Because lately I haven't been keeping up. You're right.
Well, I found, you know, those little things we were collecting throughout Nodcry, the
moon.
What are these called? Icy pebbles and Laka berries. Apparently, we can use 10 of each of those to get special weapons.
But there's so much of them lying around.
Yeah. Even the rainbow drop crystals are one of them, along with the midsummer berry. Get some of those too.
I know. Before I start the dialogue again, but I know instead of using a claymore, you can use the new mechanic to pop them open.
Yeah.
So.
Talking about those big things with the thing in the center?
No, I'm talking about the
like
rainbow. I'm talking about the rainbow rock ores.
Oh.
If there's like where you can press L1 and square, you know, to use the mechanic, you can use it on the rocks. So I was like, I did it. I was like, oh. So if they have that mechanic nearby, you can just, instead of pulling out your claymore character, you could just pop them open with that. In case you didn't know, I know you always knows the noses, but just in case.
Well, that's usually what they've been doing with the new area characters lately.
That's like with the well, you need specifically the electric animals or who's that girl's name that can run across the water? That's the workout one.
Varessa?
Vressa, or I'm talking about the one that like works out.
Eonsa?
Yeah. Them two and I call it the Puggasaurus because that's what it is. The big purple pug.
Mm.
You can only use their abilities to open up those red things.
Mm.
You can't use a claymore. It has to be like their electric like pounce attack or whatever. Let me get back to it there. If you want to talk during dialogue, I don't mind. What I don't want is like if you're stuffing your face or whatever, making like really loud noises. But if you want to just ask me a question or talk in general, you could do that, okay? Because
I found a chest in Nodcry, and it says that they want me to hit the little boxes in quick order. And apparently there's like different formations. One of them is a stable one is a glorious one, an array of hope, and then the last one says, you tell her of the pigeons at Mondstadt City Gate.
I'll be heading back to the Palais now.
Terrible. Terrible.
She said, pigeons, huh? Well, I can't claim to know what quarrel you have with them, but let me give it a try.
Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat.
Terrible.
And, as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone. When Nervalet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse. It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up, too. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
In that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come!
We're coming to Poisson. Shut up, Allison. Allison the Shadow Angel, that is your name. You can't be a Shadow Angel because I forbid it. Forever. No, I'm kidding.
But I already am.
You can't do it. Because I said so.
What?
That's Farina, right over there. She really is here all on her own.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless. What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Got him.
Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out. I'm sorry. But what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over?
don't worry, Farina. It's just us.
So it is you, blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Farina, you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it. Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts. They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach them a lesson.
Oh?
I can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found.
You can't say "oh" like that.
I found, you know how I said there's like 3 sets of seals for Nodcry that are like the rings from Natlan?
Mm-hmm.
I found one of the other gates. It's down an elevator, and it's the only thing the elevator goes to.
Oh, alright.
Little underground area.
And I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marsh Say Phantom are freaking out right next to them, too. Of course not.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Oh.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person, aren't they? That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
Farina just ran off! Quick, we have to catch up with her!
She's so fast, can't catch up.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina!
Uh-oh, he's interested in something. Is that OB?
Probably something on the TV.
Would you like to see that? I'm get it.
There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
What is this place?
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted. Lead the way.
Paimon's exhausted.
I'm so tired. I totally thought they had caught me. No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
You're right. Yep, that's a good girl.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Yeah, A quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It can't be. It's happening again.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Neuvillette made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson, they've already... It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Teyvat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me. I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled. Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free. Indeed, I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson. Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives.
That popcorn good? That's good.
But just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not
I
too
want
late.
juice, but I ain't got none.
Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end. Well, that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all. Don't take any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone. A witness. Yes, I've heard that you came to Teyvat from beyond the stars, yes? In other words, you never belonged here. And if Teyvat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
Clutching.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance. Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
So this is what it is. Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stakes. Do not forget, however, that I am Focalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
You would draw your blade against a god?
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Wow, how utterly humiliating.
Lady Furina, what is the meaning of this?
It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
Looking for excuses again, huh?
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time.
You're a big monster in the background. Must be Betty Sue and Bubblegum.
Grandma's movie. Some guy was shooting zombies or something, and then he got hit by a car.
Are you sure that Bubblegum and Betty Sue weren't shooting zombies?
I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself. But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve. I, Furina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice!
Apparently Flynn's is a graveyard person.
Protect you.
Like one of those graveyard keepers.
Like a crypt keeper?
Mm-hmm. He even has his own little lantern.
Applaud and rejoice! One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes. Mark my words, this shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine! The trial of the Hydro Archon! Woohoo!
Oh, now we're... Why does it feel like Furina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crimes? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
Alright then. Who will be my opponent in this trial?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
Dang it, I'm gonna have to do some brainstorming. I don't like these parts.
You can do it and get that big brain.
I hope Sagat's a big brain. My brain isn't as big and beautiful as Betty's huge bubblegum, so you know.
Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins. Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates. They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members.
You were right
waiting
about
for the
dear
perfect
lady.
opportunity to incite insurrection against you.
Like how cool and stuff she is.
She got the big bazookas.
She's got big honkers.
Yeah.
The people's resentment against their Archon has been
The camera
building as
came in
more
at the
and more
side.
of the
I'm like,
prophecy is fulfilled.
damn.
A spark
Yeah,
was
like-
all we needed to turn smoldering anger
Feel like
into
they're
a
about to
flame.
pop out.
I wasn't originally looking at them first when I was examining her animations. Her idle animations where you just stand there. I was like looking at her design and all, and I was like, after I looked like at her clothing and her antlers that she has, I was like,
yeah.
Could those honkers get any bigger? 'Cause, like, I was like, oh my god.
Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself.
Apparently she's called a moon chanter.
Moon chanter.
So, we
And
arranged
she
for a
says she's a
second
moon
group to
chanter
lie in
of
wait
the Frost
there.
Moon Scions. Apparently she hands out free food to people that need it or want some.
You know, it'd be awesome if I get her. I'll pull on her banner, get her, so then I'll get a fate point for the Wanderer, and then pull on the Chronicle Wish, and they get Wanderer.
So,
I could try
you
and do that.
mean the ones who
I don't
scoured
think
the
it works
settlement
like that.
for
I think
me were
in order to get the
also
fate point, you
from
have to
the
pull
Spina.
on the Chronicle Wish.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like the weapon banner.
I got you.
And their
That's
goal
what
was to
sucks
force you
about
to
it.
step
It only
into the
lasts for
giant
that
magic
one
box,
phase.
so you may personally participate
And the
in
pity
the
doesn't
greatest magic
transfer.
performance
Does it-
in all of Fontanian history.
Does it transfer to the next Chronicle Wish?
I don't think so. Not too sure, but I don't believe it does, because it takes a while to go to another Chronicle Wish.
Is it after every like 0.0 update when they do that? Like when they reset the
Maybe.
encounter points? Is that when they do a Chronicle Wish?
Maybe like every 3 or 4 updates.
That's right. That
They
house
usually
was a
go
magic
for a
box,
kind of
rather than
theme
someone's
with it. Like
residence.
this time it was
As the
Sumeru.
super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order
Usually
of
you can take the
magnitude,
weapons
and the
too.
distance it traversed was the entire
Like
gap
say you
between
already
Poisson
have the
and
character,
Aranese.
then you can pull
Its
for the
cargo,
matching
of
weapon.
course,
I got you.
was an Archon instead of a human. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
You're welcome?
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support.
One
The
thing I
House of the
like
Heart spent
about
a
the
massive
deer
amount of
people
labor and
is
more
even
to
the
pull this off.
NPCs have little antlers, but they're like smaller in size compared to hers.
We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
Is she like the... Maybe not the leader of them, but like... More
Maybe
of like
the-
a higher authority than them, because... at least when it comes to fantasy or whatever, when you,
Could be like a oracle that guides everyone. Because they seem more like a religious kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
she said she's a moon chanter. That kind of sounds like kind of oracle.
in other words,
Or
the
priestess.
earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight. Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
Thank you.
As for you, Traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson.
Even the deer
You'd
people
make
hate
sure
Fatui.
that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
Oh, I don't think anybody really likes the Fatui unless you like grew up there or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I think they said that the Fatui done destroyed their statues.
Wow. They did though help out, you know, with the disaster in Fontaine though.
Yeah.
And they did try to help out during in the chasm, remember, in the way?
I think it all depends on the harbinger that's over them.
Yeah.
Because different harbingers have different methods and
And, like,
morals.
And like the ones that like in the chasm were literally left to die in there.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the Sumeru ones that were experimented on like objects.
Yeah. And then, remember that mission? Was it a mission or was it a story quest that you do with Chao and his little brother Tusher? And his little brother thought he's doing
toy
working
maker
for a
or
toy
something?
company or something, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
when he was in front of the meeting, he's talking about like toys, but like in a way for like war or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to be a good older brother for his little brother, but also like trying
Serve
to
his
get
country.
Yeah. And they're not bad people. They're just kind of like, are we sure this is like what we're here for or whatever? Like, what are we doing? And then you fight all of them or whatever, and that was you get to see the different perspectives basically of all sides.
They
But
all follow their orders, but they have a way of doing it.
yeah, they have a way of doing it, and they all have their own like opinions about stuff and whatnot, you know. So
Like the Knave, she's more focused on raising the children and teaching them the ways, but not killing them blindly or
Yeah.
sacrificing them.
And since she's from Fontaine as well, she's gonna do what she can for her home, you know.
Yeah. And I think she was originally just going to get the Gnosis, but then decided that she was going to help the Fontainians because some of her children are from Fontaine, so it's in her interest as well to save them.
Yep.
Oh? Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance. It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience.
Now if the
Let's
Tui people
see
are
this
complaining that
trial
there's no
through
meat.
to the very end.
I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I just want you to, because of the, I don't want to spoil stuff on stream, but they helped out a lot, didn't they, in that one?
Tui, yeah. But that's because they were being led by the captain that also had the same interests as Natlan people. But if you, once you go through Natlan, you'll see other Fatui people that are not part of Captain's slot, and they are way more aggressive.
Aggressive and probably assholes.
Yeah.
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Hey, Charlotte! Oh, Leb Hymansi. Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did with us before? So she's already finished it, huh? Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine! So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument!
I think I'm more interested to get Flynn's than Loma.
Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
Yeah, she seems more like a 5-star support
You defeated
character.
the Hydro Archon in the very first duel you took part
Flynn's
in at the Opera
also
House.
got that
That's one for the history books, all right.
zombie-like thing, so it's like a mixture of
You'd wind
Chi-Chi
up getting
and
to the bottom of the
Palad
case
Man.
I've been following all this
Yeah.
time. I guess you could also see this as a happy coincidence. This is the first time Monsieur Nervillette had a difference of opinion with the Oratrice. Even the Hydro Archon can't figure it out. A Fatui Harbinger. She's an extraordinary person. Her instinct must mean something. The fortress of Meripede was almost destroyed in a single day. That I didn't witness that scene personally will always be a source of professional regret, I think. According to Monsieur Nervillette, both Child and that whale should have been in the Primordial Sea at that time. I nearly lost my awesome friend Navia. To be honest, that still gives me shivers. The words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something surreal happens to you.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Nervillette. There's no
I
need
see
to
a hot
repeat all
dog.
the unimportant
Can't do it.
legalese.
I'ma eat them.
Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
That's true, but my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon. Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
Charge accepted. Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge?
Things are getting serious, Shadow Angel. Traveler said that Farina is a fraud.
Lady Farina.
No.
I plead not guilty.
But if
How
she's
can
a
I
fraud,
be
who
guilty?
could she be?
She pleads not guilty. She asks, how can I be guilty?
There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as
No, I
the
don't
god
want
of
to go over
justice
there.
that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation. We will treat everything that's happened as a dramatic spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
Huh. An argument with near impossible odds, huh? We have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
Allison, I have something sad to tell you that I did. You won't be happy. I ate all the Cheeto Puffs. Every single one's gone. I'm sorry. You ain't mean to eat your Cheeto Puffs.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
I gotta brainstorm. No.
Good night. Love you.
Can't do that.
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Neverlet sensed it too, huh?
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a human being? Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods. For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house, or consider the indemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
You tried to reference the Oratrice, but weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Have you looked at
make myself
Nodcry's
clear at the
expeditions?
The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
Not yet, because I'm still doing specific ones in Fontaine that lead to quests. And then there's that one, you know, so... Since I haven't got there yet. I'll get there, though, probably by today. Or tomorrow.
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order.
Yeah, Nodcry finally added some mining spots. Because remember, I told you that they weren't putting any mining spots really for any of the regions except Mondstadt and Melee. They finally put one in Nodcry.
Yeah, because can't you go to the blacksmith and he'll tell you, and icons will pop up where ore is?
Yeah.
Like if you can't find it in specific areas?
Yeah. But I'm talking about the one at Catherine's, the expeditions that you send your characters out to.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's, 'cause it's only monster anyway.
There's a Melazine!
And
there's a Nodcry Melazine!
What? Is he cute?
It's pretty cute. It looks a bit funny compared to the ones in Fontaine, but it's still pretty cute. It says it's a Marichesi Phantom Agent.
Oh, okay. So I guess they go to different nations? They're not just specifically in Fontaine? So
this is the first one I've seen.
I thought that was created in Fontaine.
Yeah. I didn't think they could leave Fontaine. She's been chasing somebody named Thiangus. Been chasing him from Yilong Wharf all the way to Nasha Town.
That was no trick
I think
of rhetoric,
Yilong
Lady
Wharf's
Farina.
in
I
Liyue.
merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that
That's a
all
long
should
way.
respect and follow.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
The real Hydro Archon? Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created. You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
But then, Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power as an Archon?
My power as an Archon? There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
You don't need to go that far.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium!
Man, Paimon is really giving it to Furina.
Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
It seems like nobody's buying Furina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Furina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me? Please? You've got to believe me.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed
There's
a
a new
great
cat
offense.
tree.
Can't do it. I know how you are about cats.
All of our
No.
parents and grandparents too, and then all of our ancestors, ever since they were born.
They also have a cat here called Ashru. They look Egyptian, despite us being in Nodcry.
That's the answer.
Enough! That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up. That doesn't sound right. Paimon doesn't think this clue can be used as compelling evidence to build our case.
Has to be this one, right?
It has been established that all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea. And that means...
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives, including those of some of my closest friends. So, Miss Furina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater? If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case. But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
What's going on? Is she really planning to...
I like how some of the other characters that are in the wallpaper you can like run into on the street and not cry.
Yeah.
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina, you may...
Hey! I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
Miss Siegewin?
I'm
stuck. If you are present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewin?
I seem to have broken Nodcry. I saw a tote moving, the door opened, I went to go inside, the door closed, and it started pushing me along the track. And then it pushed me towards the wall, and then it went into the wall, and I went through the thing, and now it pushed me below where the thing was.
It's okay. If I was in your world, we would have been through the map already.
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegewin.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved. Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur.
No. Okay, I'll do it.
We don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low-concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness. It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have...
I can't believe... You... Listen to me. Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing. Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water? Please, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Furina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway her. She's too stacked against her now.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Furina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Furina is guilty.